4-day overhaul on a smart car. This thing needs to be stripped down, painted by Thursday. It's currently Sunday. And the guy that drives this thing doesn't know it's getting painted, and he's not gonna like it. We're day 3 now onto the smart car overhaul. Got all the panels apart, spot primed, and then the car over here separate. The car is going purple, and the rest of the parts are going green, metal flaked. It's going to be probably one of the most ridiculous looking smart cars out there, but I guess they're all kind of ridiculous looking. Just gonna mix up some sealer. Got a couple of small little ledges to seal up before we spray. We'll get painted. Here we go. We got our Tamco Synergy green base laid down. Looks really dark in the video, but a little bit lighter in person. Looking pretty cool. And now we got to add the fun stuff. So let's go mix up some flake. And then all this is going purple. Once I get the green painted, I got to go pick up the purple so I can get it painted tonight. So it's going to be a long day. So I've already got my 895 intercoat mixed up, and then for the green we're using Paint Huffer neon green. I haven't fully decided yet how much I want in here. Want to go crazy with it or just add a little extra sparkle, but probably crazy. So here we go. Just wing it. Mix that in. I'm doing another truck the same color later on, so they're going to be a matching pair. But this is a bigger flake, so it's going to be sprayed through my 1.8 primer gun. I'll definitely need more than that. Usually I spray micro flakes because they're just easier, but this one's got the right look. Look at that. Pretty cool. Just a little bit more, I think. I don't call that good. I might just do one kind of light coat over everything if I can get it even enough. Just to give it that extra pizzazz, but I want this thing to sparkle pretty good in the sun, so that's a pretty good start right there. I did do a spray out of this over white. It's really bright. And then I did a spray out over the gray with the flake in that same color. So that's kind of the look we're going for. Maybe a little bit less flake on this one, but we'll see. Alright, we'll go spray this down there and show you the results. And here we go with our flake on. I didn't go super heavy with it, mainly because I need to save it for the other vehicle I'm going to do in the same flake. Don't really want to order more. So you definitely got the effect. We'll have to go back and re-clear it anyways, so I'm not super concerned about making it perfectly flat. You won't get it perfectly flat with all the flake on there. You can kind of see it good in this one. We'll let this dry off, Go mix up some clear and then let it dry for a few hours. Hopefully I can move all these panels and get painting the purple on the rest of the car. It's going to be about a 18-hour day probably by the time I get everything painted and prepped and whatnot, but that's why we do what we do. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Finally getting ready to spray the rest of this smart car. It's been an all-day event waiting for the first color to dry. So we've got, they're all masked up. Here's some of the other panels after they're dried. See the texture and the clear a little bit here, so we're gonna sand everything down and flow coat it tomorrow, or later today, I guess. So we've got some plum crazy purple mixed up in the gun. That's gonna be our base for our purple flake. Well, hopefully I'll be done this before breakfast time. 3 o'clock in the morning now. Got our purple base down. Don't mind my ugly masking job. It's late, I'm tired, and I want to be done. Don't get me wrong, this is fun, but after 17 hours, I've had enough. Let's go mix up some flake. And what are we doing here? Right here. Micro purple haze. Should go almost perfect with our plum crazy purple. Sweet. It's just pour. This micro flake I spray straight with my 1.4 tip, and it seems to work pretty good. I think I want a lot of purple though. I want this thing to be excessive. I don't have anything else planned for purple, so I can use as much of this as I want. Let's see, that's pretty good. Maybe a little more. Better to have too much than not enough, I think. Maybe not. Mixing. Let's see. How's that? Oh, look at that. That looks perfect. Alright. I'll go spray this on and probably clear it and go to bed, and we'll see the results in the morning. Well, 4 a.m. and she's cleared. Slight change of plans, because this car needs to be done by Friday morning, reassembled. So by the time this dries, I'm not going to have enough time to sand it and re-clear it. I'll have time to sand and re-clear the green parts, and this micro flake doesn't stick up quite so bad. So I hammered the clear on, like hammered it. So if it doesn't solvent pop and all the clear stays where I put it, which is highly unlikely, I'll be able to just polish this out, I think. That sparkle is something else. You can see these few little, it's not dust nibs, it's still flake poking up. There's about 5 coats of clear on this, which is way too much for one shot, but I'm trying to make the most of the time at my hands. So I'm gonna go have a short little nap, and then we'll be back in the shop to sand and prep all the other parts for a flow coat. I don't know, this looks like it's staying pretty much where I put it. Don't see any runs, so maybe we'll get lucky here. Pretty cool though. It's gonna glisten pretty good in the sun. Alright, we'll be back with you in a few hours. Here she is out in the sun, all together, 5-day rebuild.